Hey guys, welcome back. Chili Sports Cards here. Today, well, what you're looking at is just a simple one package, and there's some other stuff that I ordered recently that I purchased on eBay. I have already gotten in the mail, and I already opened up, so I'm just gonna kind of show you guys the items that I purchased. Haven't been spending a whole lot of money recently. I tried to get some of that Bowman Sapphire, but I couldn't get my hands on some. I'm thinking about maybe possibly getting some Series 2 if I can find some. And I've been wanting to buy a box of Topps Opening Day, a whole hobby box. That stuff is pretty cheap, so I'll probably just order that online pretty soon here. Definitely got some stuff that I want to do. I want to send in a SGC order, get some rookies graded, hopefully be able to turn around and sell those for a profit, and get some other cards that I want to get graded. So anyways, that's for future videos. So today I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what I've been buying recently, and give you guys a tip or something that I predict, something that's going to happen in the near future with one of the things. So I'm going to go ahead and open this package right now. So the other ones I'm not going to be opening because I already opened them. I think it's a little bit better for the video to just have them already open. You know, who wants to really see me open up a package, or really just kind of want to see the goods, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I guess everybody's different. Some people don't mind watching people open up the actual package because they get to see how you know, people ship stuff, or you know, that kind of thing, and what have you. I'm trying to be extra gentle with this package because I don't know where the card's at, and I don't want to, you know, take a risk and hit the card with a knife or scissors or anything like that. So this card right here I was pretty excited to get. Hopefully it's in really good shape. Go ahead and show it to you guys. So this is the Topps Chrome update. Pete Alonso. It's the X Fractor. The refractors in this set are serial numbered, and they're actually, believe it or not, harder and rarer to get than the autos. This is the Pete Alonso. The Mets single season home run record and the rookie home run record last year, 2019. You know, home runs are, you know, they make big money, you know, as far as, you know, splashing the hobby. But I think the hobby's kind of leaning more towards the complete player nowadays. So like back in 1993, you know, Barry Bonds rookie cards would have been like the big rookie cards, you know, instead of like McGuire or, you know, some kind of other big old home run hitter at the time. You know, I think that baseball's really starting to, as far as the hobby goes, it's leaning towards the complete player nowadays. Somebody that can steal 30 bags and hit 40 home runs in a year, and hit 300 or 320 and drive in, you know, 100 runs a year. They want it all, you know. It's not about just being a power hitter anymore, or, you know, that type of thing. So when it comes to like the big money cards and the big money player, the star player, you know, so it's kind of different nowadays. I want to pull this card out to visually inspect it. I might want to turn the light on. I got it kind of dark in here right now just because I work graveyard shifts, and yeah, I didn't really want to put the light on. So I do have the flash on, and I'm looking at it. The surfacing is a little flat, just like a little dull. It's definitely a refractor, and it's shiny. There's nothing too bad about it, but just with my naked eye, it looks like it has just a little bit of a haze. But not bad. The corners look really good. Yeah, I don't see any kind of major defects on it whatsoever, or anything. I don't see anything to be worried about. Yeah, the corners look really good. And it's chrome technology, so, you know, I mean, unless you're kind of the person that opens it and you're really, you know, not being careful about what you're doing, you're not going to get a messed up card unless the box is really mishandled. So, yeah, I expect this card to get a 9.5, you know, most likely, which is good. I probably will send it in to get graded. I had a blue refractor that was a lot like this, same set, same player. I ended up buying the card for like $50, and I turned around and sold it for about almost $120 after I paid $10 to get graded, so I made some money on it. I liked the blue refractor a lot, and I liked this X-Fractor also a lot, so it's a card that I could possibly make a few bucks on, you know. So I'll probably send it in. I'll probably clean the surface off, and because I'm putting my fingerprints all on it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can maybe get it to shine a little bit more. Maybe use a little bit of wax or something like that on there, because it just looks a little, I don't know, like, see, there's like a little bit of like residue right here. I don't know what's going on with the surface on it. So yeah, there's no damage, no wrinkles, no like I hit the camera. There's no like dimples or anything major going on with it, so it should grade well. It should grade like a 9.5. So real pretty card, real nice card. The Topps Chrome update there for a while. It was like a dead product. I think they just made too much of it compared to the other years, and a lot of people were just really uninterested in it for a while, and it was kind of unfortunate because I really liked it. It's probably one of my favorite sets that's come out in a long time. I really like the small sets, the 100 cards, 120 card sets, because I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of, you know, players that I don't care about, you know. If you put a set that's small and you can, you know, have a good chance of getting players that you're going after, you know, that's, you know, to me, a lot, you know, better. But the big card sets have their place too, so I'm trying to think of what I want to put next on camera. I guess I'll put the most kind of whatever thing. So this is a little bit of nostalgia for you guys. If you guys, you know, were a collector, or you were in the hobby back in the, you know, mid to late 90s, you might know what this is, you might not. I'll go ahead and just tell you a little bit about it. So Topps came out with this set in 1997 called Screenplays. If you go back to one of my prior videos, it's actually on my thumbnail, which means, like, if you look at my videos, the picture that it shows is the actual card. Well, this is the tin that it came in, and this is the back of the tin. It has Griffey on it, and different tins have different players, so it's not just Griffey on all of them. So this is what the tin looked like on the front. You can see right here it says Topps Screenplays. It says it'll move, one moving action baseball card. And these used to cost like $15 back in the day. Like, yeah, 15. You know, it's a pretty good size tin, because it's, you see my hands are like about medium size, medium to large, and you know, it's a good size little tin here. But I had bought the card and I didn't have the tin, and I don't remember even if I have any of the tins, because I think I had bought maybe like 2 or 3 of these. But just because it has Griffey in the back doesn't mean that Griffey was always going to be inside the tin. A lot of times I think they had different players in them and stuff like that. To be honest, I really don't remember that well, because it seems like it would have been too easy to pull the Griffey card if you just looked at the back and found the Griffey tin, you know. So I want to say I remember that, you know, they had a different player inside the tin sometimes. So, but the the thing I purchased on eBay actually came with a card also. So I just went ahead and bought the set. So now I have 2 of these cards. Looks like it's picking up stuff that I didn't see before on here. It really kind of looks funny in this lighting. But yeah, it's Griffey and he's swinging. It looks really like there's a lot of white specks. It's kind of weird. This the flash in the camera is picking up a lot of weird stuff. It doesn't look really clear. Let me see if I can, you know, I don't even know if I can turn off the flash now. Anyways, yeah, we'll just have to roll with it. It's a cool card, man. It doesn't really look that bad with your eye. It looks really bad with that flash. Let's see if I can get it to go away a little bit here. I can't, but yeah, it's just like a 3D motion card. To me, I think these cards are just so undervalued and so cool. I bought the tin and the card for like, I think I spent $5, you know? I mean, just super cheap, you know? And to me, the nostalgia, you know, they're just really cool. So the inside has this like black padding. Pretty cool stuff, man. So now I got 2 of those cards, and I'll probably send them both in to get graded and just keep the tin as a display item, you know, put it on my dresser or something like that. I'm going to be doing a card room, so at some point, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get it all set up, but anyway, let's go on to the next card here. So this one, it wasn't really an expensive card. It was a pretty cheap card. It was like $3 or something like that. So this is a EX2000. This was made by the company called Skybox. It's a clear acetate, and it's got like this like really pretty rainbowy foil thing on the side of it right here. It's clear, you know, you can see my finger all the way through the card. Now keep in mind, guys, that this card, it was it's either 1997 or 1998. Yeah, you guys can see right there. It says 1998. They were making cards like this way back in 1998. You know, it's not new technology or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out of the top saver so you guys can get a better look at it. It didn't have a penny sleeve in the top loader, so that's got a little disappointing because this is pretty susceptible to scratches and stuff like that. So I'm gonna probably just keep it out of the top loader and put it in a penny sleeve for now. I don't think that I'll grade this card. I think I'll just put it in my binder. I did not have one of these. These were a pretty expensive pack back in the day. You know, you got 3 or 4 cards, and it was like a $5 or $6 pack. I know that I have a McGuire. I don't remember how many other ones that I have, because I think I only bought one of these packs back in the day. But yeah, Griffey was my guy, man, and he was the guy that I collected, and it's just a base card. There's nothing super special about this card, but it was just a card that I did not have in my collection, and I collect Griffey, and I thought it was a really cool card. It's a card that reminds me of, you know, like Nats, man. He had pulled a really awesome Yordan Alvarez 2010 acetate, and they numbered it to 10, and just a really rare card for the 2020 Topps Series 1. And you know, it kind of just makes me, you know, I don't know if it's weird to me that they made cards like that, you know, all the way back in 1998, and then Topps wants to come out with stuff and then pretend like it's super hard to make, and you know, number it to 10 and this and that and call it rare, when it's not really that big of a deal. They made cards like this like 25 years ago, you know, and this is a perfect example, you know. So I don't know. It's just a cool card for me. A cheap pickup, you know. So all right, and let's go to the final card. So the final card is a card that I honestly think it's going to go up in value a lot. And the reason is because I remember at a point in time when this card was actually more valuable than his big rookie card. You guys can probably guess who it is because of who I collect. But this is a 1989 score traded Griffey Jr. Now, on this score set, it came in a set that was just like a small box. It was not part of, the packs. You couldn't pull this card in a pack. Just like the Topps traded sets or like the Tiffany sets, it was in a special set. Now, there's a limited number of these. They didn't make 100 million of them like the '89 Upper Deck. The '89 Upper Deck was printed probably close to 1 million times, they estimate. Well, there's a lot less of these, and I clearly remember. I don't remember exactly what time it was or what year it was, but these cards right here were actually outselling the '89 Upper Decks in value. What was going on? I think it was right around the year 2000. I think it was right around 2000, 2001, somewhere in that time frame. These score traded cards were actually hotter and selling for more than the '89 Upper Decks. And honestly, they should sell for more because there isn't as many of them, and they are kind of special and rare because they came in those sets. And being as old as they are now, there's just not that many of them. What I found pretty interesting about this card when I saw it online, how it has, because this used to be a lot bigger in some of the older cases, but I never seen one like this. This is SGC graded, and it has like the old stuff, but it's much smaller. And I didn't have one like this, and I thought that was really cool because I thought I had all of the different cases, but I didn't have one like this. So yeah. Maybe in one of my other videos I'll show the difference, because the other one was like much bigger, real fat, and this must have been one of the ones that they did for a couple years or something like that. But this case feels really nice. It feels heavy, like it's well made. I like the labels. These are my favorite labels actually, and it might just seem like it's a cheap typewriter, barcode thing. I don't know. A lot of people don't like them, but when it has their old grading point system and then the actual number like this is my favorite type. And then the fact that it has this gold stuff on the back, I really like that. But so yeah, anyways, on the value of these things, you can pick up a PSA 10 right now for I think about $80, whereas an '89 Upper Deck, you're looking at, I don't know, how much are they going for now, like $1,400, $1,500. You're talking about, how much less is that? Like, that's a huge percentage less, So, considering the fact that, that video that just came out like a few months ago or half a year ago now on Netflix, and it totally exposing the whole '89 Upper Deck thing, how many of those '89 Upper Decks were actually printed? I know that Natsman just did a video about it where he was showing that movie. I forgot what it's called, but it's on Netflix. It's a baseball card movie, and it's a pretty good movie. It's about this kid. He ends up growing up without a dad because the dad, he moves away because of some bad decisions, and he was heavily into the sports card stuff at the time, and he owned a big franchise called Sluggers and stuff, but. Anyway, yeah, I really expect this card to go up a lot. Griffey has his rookie cards out there. They're not just a couple of them. You have the Topps traded. You have the Topps traded Tiffany. You have the different versions of the Donruss. There's like the Donruss Baseball's Best, and the rookies, and then there's the regular Donruss. You have the Score. You have the Upper Deck. You have what else is there? There's actually a couple different Score versions of '89 that you can get of him. But there's the Fleer. There's a bunch of different Griffey rookies. Let's just put it that way. But I remember at one point in time, actually in real life, that this card was outselling dollar-wise the '89 Upper Deck. It happened. This card was more valuable, and the spike in Griffey and in the hobby recently, it's only a matter of time before people remember, and these cards start to go up big time. Plus, in like football, Score is the Emmitt Smith is the big one. The Barry Sanders, that's Score. Score is not around right now in baseball at all, but people like Score, and they remember Score. And considering that this is a card that was in a set, like that they can actually track and see how many of them they made, I think makes it a little bit more, I don't know, just ease at mind when people are buying them, because they know that, oh, hey, these things weren't overprinted. And I think that the value will go up on these big time. So I know personally myself, I'm going to be trying to get my hands on a few different PSA 10s, SGC 10s, whatever I can find, because potentially these cards could be $1,500 cards. This is a SGC 9, so I think I spent like $15 on this card, guys. Like $15. That's it. It's not a lot of money, you know what I mean? And especially considering the fact that it costs like $10, $12 to get this card graded, And look how long ago it was graded, and the shape of the case and everything is excellent, especially for how long ago this was graded. So I was pretty happy when I opened it up. It looked really nice. So they took good care of it, which is good. It doesn't move in the case at all, which is nice. So the card's probably in exact shape that it actually, when it was put in here. So that was a good thing. But yeah, that's the little tip from me to you guys. Sometimes I'm right about stuff and sometimes I'm wrong. But, if you guys wanted to actually look it up, in the history of maybe eBay sales or Beckett price guide or something, right around 2000, 2002, maybe even as late as 04. I don't remember what time frame it was, but I do remember it was a fact that these cards were outselling the 89 Upper Decks. So, it could happen again. This is not the iconic card, though. Everybody knows the 89 Upper Deck, but when sports card investor people, when they get their ideas and they start, pumping up the market on stuff and doing what they do, that's the kind of stuff that they look for. I have no doubt in my mind that there's people that have watched my videos and, started, trends and stuff. Because there's stuff that I've talked about in some of my videos that, weren't hot yet, or they weren't picking up yet, and then all of a sudden, boom, So, anyway, I appreciate y'all trying to find a way to get back into this hobby a little bit, and it's been a little bit frustrating for me. I think a lot of it's the market, a lot of it's the secondary market and the retail, the prices, and people just snagging it up, camping out at Walmart and Target, and then reselling it for like triple the price. It's unfortunate that people are doing that, because it's just not fun. Kids can't get into it. They can't buy the stuff. We as collectors, we don't want to buy the stuff for triple the price just because we didn't go camp out. We have lives and we have jobs. That's not cool, man. So, the only real way for, people to fix that problem is just to buy the stuff at triple the price. If you guys don't like it, like I don't like it, don't buy it. And if people don't buy it, then there's no market for it, and then people aren't going to do it, right? It's pretty simple. So if you guys want to be a part of the continuing problem, then keep buying the stuff at triple, quadruple the price, and if you want the problem to go away, it's going to take, a lot of people not doing that anymore. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of stuff to buy. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. You don't have to get the brand new stuff. You don't have to spend the money and get the newest thing out there. You can go back and buy a box of 89 Upper Deck, or you can get, just whatever your heart desires. If you can find it, then you can buy it and you can open it. You don't have to spend the money on the new stuff. It's nice to get the new stuff, but unless you don't have a real job or something like that, and You know, you can camp out at Walmart or Target to get your stuff. You know, you're gonna probably have to spend, double, triple, quadruple the price of the new stuff. So, that's just what I think. I don't think it's gonna stop. I think that it's gonna keep going, and people are gonna, keep buying it. But that's okay. There's just some stuff in the hobby right now that kind of discourages me from keeping going and stuff like that. And I don't want to sound too negative or anything like that. I'm trying to look for ways to keep interested in it and stuff like that. So, that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep collecting my guy, Griffey, Arenado, focus on my card room. Buy some other stuff, some older stuff that I like, stuff that I collected when I was a kid. Grade the rookies, send them in, sell them, come up with the profits and keep at it, and have fun with it. It can be a little tough sometimes, but, I just got to see the good in it, I guess. So, all right, I guess I have talked enough. I appreciate any of you guys that have, stuck with me and stayed subscribed to my channel and stuff like that, and like watching my stuff. And I appreciate you guys. Please give me a like, comment, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. I would like to get to 200 subscribers sometime in the near future. That would be nice. Put all this stuff on camera real quick before I say farewell. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it, and have a good rest of your week, your day. Stay safe. Have fun collecting, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.